Original.
Hello and welcome to Web Crawlers. This is our mailbag episode where we read your emails, play your voicemails, and read your reviews. I am Allie Siegel.
I am Melissa Stettin.
And I, Producer Maria.
Yeah, you are, baby. 2 quick reviews. 5 stars. Title is podcast. And the review says, it is a podcast. Very
Thank
true.
you.
Thank you, Astia. The next one from Sarah Winchester, 5 stars. Love the episode about my life, and a special thank you to Allie for letting everyone know that I was a skin flutist. It's often overlooked because of the whole mansion thing.
Wow, Sarah Winchester
Sarah
herself.
Winchester. What a treat.
Oh, actually, I lied. The subject is Sarah Winchester, and the review is from Wheezy.
Wow. There's another review from Roselio. It says, valiant, vulnerable, verbose. 5 stars, specifically for Mini Crawlers episode 9, where they just name V words for 4 minutes straight.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Fabulous.
That was a good episode.
We just named V words. You never know what you're going to get.
Vivacious. Voluptuous.
Voluptuous.
Voracious. Velociraptor.
What?
Whoa.
That was wild. Let's try to do it one more time. Okay, I'm sending you a word. Okay.
Vacation.
A B word?
It's actually 2 words, but the first one starts with a V. Okay. Just think. Hold
Viva
on.
la bam.
No. Open your mind. Open your mind. I'm sending you an image. Actually,
two words?
It's
It's
3.
one word?
No, it's actually 3 words.
3 words? Why can't you just pick one? Why are you making it hard?
So
Okay,
complicated.
it was Vienna hot dog.
Vienna sausage?
Oh fuck, yeah, it's Vienna sausage, not Vienna hot dog. Fuck. I can't do anything right.
Speaking of closing your eyes and thinking of an image, we have an email
Oh god.
that's from Adam. Subject is aphantasia. Do you see images when you close your eyes? Hey, Allie, Melissa, and Maria. Have you heard of aphantasia? It basically means you don't have the ability to picture things in your mind. Have you guys heard of this? I've read about this.
Yes, I have actually. They taught me about it in my hypnotherapy class.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. I came across it randomly and it has completely ruined my life. LOL. When you picture something in your mind, are you actually seeing something? Images and colors? I see nothing, blackness, dark. That's it. Like I only think of the concept of something, if that makes sense. If my eyes are open or closed, it doesn't change what I see. I thought mind's eye was just a saying, but are people actually seeing stuff? Absolutely fucked. I've asked everyone in my family what they see when they picture stuff in their minds, and they all see images and colors. I am the lone Frank. Frank.
Frankenfurter.
I'm the Frank. Have you heard about this? I want to know if others have. P.S. There are also people who don't have an inner voice. Wild. Yeah, like when you close your eyes, or like even not, when you just think of something. Like I can picture like being in like Italy or something. Like I can picture like the water and the sky. Like I see the colors. But some people can't do that.
It's really crazy. I was learning about this in my hypnotherapy class, because when you go through hypnotherapy with someone, sometimes you're like, imagine like if you want someone, like imagine a book is on your hand, or like put your hand on the table. Now imagine a book is on your hand and it's making your hand feel heavy and heavier and heavier and like weighted on the table. And like or like if you're putting someone through a guided meditation and you're like, imagine yourself in nature, like your favorite place in nature. Maybe it's a forest or the desert or, you know, whatever. And some people just are not able to visualize. So you have to like accommodate somehow for people who are just more like physical learners, or like think of things like process in that way. I'm definitely not. Like I can visualize the hell out of anything.
Yeah. I can like think like the easiest way to do it is like just think of a scene from a movie. Like if you can do that.
Right.
Yeah. It's really crazy. Or like some people, I guess, like how one guy was describing it is like someone was like, okay, like imagine a rotary phone. And like if you close your eyes, like you can probably imagine a rotary phone. But this one guy was like, I can't imagine things. Like when I close my eyes, I just see like a picture of a rotary phone. Or like I'll just like know what a rotary phone is. But like I can't imagine like touching it or like turning the dial or like picking it up. Like I don't see it on a wall. Like he's like, I just see like a 2D like picture of like a rotary phone.
Oh, weird.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's just weird. It's very strange.
The mind is a crazy place.
Also, I can't imagine not having an inner monologue. I don't even know what is that?
Peaceful.
I guess.
That
yeah,
must
that's
be
crazy.
nice.
Seriously.
Yeah, seriously.
Ugh.
I'm going to go do this and I'm not going to think anything about it.
I'm gonna live my life. It's insane.
All right. Well, let's get to the voicemails.
Hello.
Oh,
This here
Nice.
message is for the web crawlers.
Hoyab.
I was wondering if y'all help me out with something.
Yes, always.
Something weird happened. It hasn't happened to me since I was a little kid.
uh-oh.
I don't dream a lot. Well, if I do, I don't remember them. And, well, my little sister got divorced, and she got a new house, and we went to go look at the house, right?
Right.
I pull up, and I'm in front of a white house that has two different house numbers on it, but it's a one family. Now, I kid you not, 2 nights ago, I dreamt that my wife, my son, and I were sitting in front of that house in my car, and I didn't know why I was there. And it turns out that was the house that my little sister done bought.
What?
Has that ever happened to you, like where you dream something and you don't know what it means, but then like a couple days later, all of a sudden you're there?
No.
It used to happen to me a lot when I was little. And I don't know what that's called. I just thought maybe Allie kind of knows weird shit like that, so I thought maybe she could help me. All right, then. Bye. Wait.
Oh.
Hi, Allie. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you, Joe. How are you?
All right, then. I'm doing good, too. All right, then. Thank you. Bye.
Whoa, what does that mean?
Well, I think that means he's like highly intuitive, obviously, or it means that we're living in a simulation and everything is already written for us and he just tapped into what was going to happen in a few days. Like the algorithm glitched in his dream. He knew where he was going in a few days and then ended up there. Or he wrote it like he is the key player in his own simulation, obviously, and like he created where his sister lives.
That's wild.
Yeah, that shit's so weird, man.
That's weird. That weirds me out.
I've driven by places and been like, oh, I think I dreamt of this place once. Like I'll have like, but that could just be me. Like, I don't know. There's just some places seem familiar. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like when you drive past your own house and you're like, I think I live there.
I think oh yeah.
I've been inside.
Oh yeah, that is my house.
Okay, next message.
Hi, this message is for the web crawlers. My name is Donna, and I called in about the bee coming to visit me outside of my window,
Yeah,
and just staring at me all
she's
day
pregnant.
long. And Allie asked if she wanted to know what my marital status was, and I am married. But my husband has had a vasectomy, so if I turn up pregnant, I'm going to have some splaining to do. So, I don't know, maybe he just likes me. Maybe, the fence outside my window is like a fun place for them. Who knows? But, yeah, I don't see babies in my future, but that was a fun take. So, thanks, Allie, and boing.
Fuck, wrong again.
You're going to have some explaining to do.
Babies, and it was a bee. Babies.
Okay, babies.
Laugh, gosh darn it.
Hi,
It's funny.
this is a message for the web crawlers. My name's Krista. I'm a first-time caller. I did
Yay!
email once about Rutherford B. Hayes or as I like to call him, Rutherford Behave, because I think he's the hottest president. I'm really, like most people, I'm really nervous because I didn't practice this. I don't know how the story's going to come out, but I'm also really behind. I'm trying to catch up fast I can, but I had to tell you all that I just went on a 4-day canoe and camping trip. Where you start at one end of a river and you take all your stuff with you in canoes and you stop each night at a different campsite.
That sounds fun.
This is the second year we've done it, and also the second year we found things on beaches. So this year we were at a little beach stop, and one of our group found this baby doll head just by itself. All the hair was out, the eyes were all dirty.
Oh God!
So we picked it up, and one of my friends put it on a stick to leave it, I guess, for the next group.
That's fun.
There's also a bone that we found.
Oh my God.
So I don't know if that prompted what happened later on the trip, but on our last night camping, the next morning, we heard from a couple different people that there was someone just at our campsite. Maybe one of our friends heard footsteps walking through the trees behind him. And another friend, they didn't have a cover on their tent. And she woke up in the middle of the night and saw someone just sitting on the ground outside of their tent. And she got really scared, so she put the pillow over her head.
Oh, God.
And then tried to wake up the person with her. And when she looked up again, they were gone. So I don't know if someone was actually in her campsite, if it was the baby doll ghost spirit, but I just, wanted to tell you, I immediately said, I'm telling World Callers, so I had to tell you guys, I love you a lot, you're so great, and I, hope you're doing great, everyone. All right, bye.
Wow,
Or
that's
maybe
crazy.
Maybe it was Bigfoot.
Maybe it was Bigfoot or a baby doll head monster.
Melissa, was it you when we went camping that one time and we were making all those Blair Witch?
That was me.
There was one day Melissa and I went camping with some other people, and they all went on this hike, and it was me, Melissa, and maybe who was the other person that stayed with us?
Molly stayed back,
and we just started moving rocks. We just went down to the stream and started moving rocks from one side of the stream to the other to make the water go faster. We were maybe losing it a little. And then Melissa started making all these Blair Witches and started putting them up everywhere for the next people that came to the campsite to see.
Oh my God, that's so funny. Such a good move.
That was fun. I was like, what is this? Is this a Blair Witch stick? What is this?
When people came back from the hike.
I think everyone was like, yeah, you made these, Melissa. I was like, God damn it. Fun prank. It's a fun prank.
Hello, this is a message for the web crawlers. This is Kristen in Baltimore, and I just listened to the squid bonding mailbag episode, and I heard Stephanie call in about the murder-suicide couple in New Orleans, and I just had to call you guys. Because on my honeymoon, my husband and I did a ghost and cocktail tour in New Orleans.
Fun.
And it was actually really awesome. I'd really recommend it. I think you guys would love it. The guy took us to bars and we got drinks and they told us stories. And most of the ghost stories were just fun and spooky and entertaining. But one of the stops on the tour is he takes us to a rooftop bar at a hotel, and he told us the Zach and Addie story, including the horrifying cooking details. And I feel like it's more a horror story than a ghost story, really, right? And I guess the hotel we were at was the hotel that Zach jumped off of.
Oh my God.
Honestly, I don't remember. I guess they must be haunting the place. It was 10 years ago. But what I do remember is thinking, this is way too soon. Hurricane Katrina was not that long ago, and I only want to hear about ghosts that are 100 years old. I don't want to hear about ghosts from 2003.
New ghosts.
So anyway,
new ghosts.
So I wanted to get your thoughts on that. So am I alone in thinking that all ghosts should be from a long time ago? I say no, thank you, recent ghosts. Anyway, love the show. La, la, la.
Yeah, no new ghosts.
That should be our new shirt. No new ghosts.
No new ghosts.
That's
Yeah,
right.
I think we talked about in the haunted doll episode where it's ghosts are old. You shouldn't have a ghost that was recent. That just doesn't sit right.
From the 2000s, wearing low cut jeans.
No ghost should have seen the show Friends.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, you're right.
You're right. When you're right, you're
When
right.
you're right, you're right.
Okay, next message.
Hi, this is a message for the web crawlers. This is Annalise calling in from the great city of Memphis, Tennessee. Just listened to the Lisa Frank podcast episode, and y'all killed it. Lisa Frank is nuts, and having lived in Tucson for most of my life, I've only heard horror stories about folks who have worked for her or for Lisa Frank Inc. But I had a friend in high school who actually nannied for her back in the day when little Forrest and Hunter were just, I think, maybe like 10 or so at this point. But if you guys didn't pick up, and this is how kind of crazy she is just all the wacky colors that she uses. She named her kids Forest Green, Hunter Green, and I want to say she has a little girl named Lima Green, like lime green. So if that isn't already kind of an indicator of how nuts she is, or at least how nuts her ex-husband was, I just thought that was always like a funny detail. And but this friend who nannied for her said that she was not pleasant to be around.
I can imagine.
The kids were super sweet and very normal, but a very toxic household, if you can imagine. And,
I bet.
But I just thought that was a funny detail that she named her kids after paint colors, or like Pantone colors. So, it's a great episode. Love hearing about your interactions with Tucson. And would love to call again. But thanks, guys, for keeping it real and for bringing great content to your listeners. And looking forward to the next episode. All right, bye.
Yeah, that is funny. She named her kids Hunter and Forest Green.
Yeah, also like why Green? That's so weird.
Well, her last name is Green.
Oh, her husband's last name is Green?
Her husband's last name was Green, right?
Okay.
Oh,
this makes sense.
right.
This
All
tracks.
right.
I think her husband's last name was Green. Am I just making that up?
Sounds like something you do.
Lisa Frank.
Well, there's only one way to find out. Let's look it up.
James
Frank.
Green. James Green is his name.
There you go.
Okay.
Well, then it seems only right that they'd name their kids after colors to go with the last name.
There's no other choice, to be honest.
I mean,
I pity if their last name was Black and then there's no other black colors, so they couldn't name them like.
Oh, right.
Well, I guess they could say like midnight. No.
Yeah.
Well, is there any black
Charcoal
colors?
black, midnight black,
charcoal gray,
a midnight blue.
midnight blue. I don't think you guys think of a color, a black color. Think of it.
Well, it's only one color. You can't have.
It's only one. You can't go anywhere else but
like
black.
White.
I don't know. Let me give this a
white
Google.
Could be like pearl white or like
eggshell, off
black,
olive. No.
Well, that would be
jet black. Jet black.
Jet.
There
and
we
that's
go.
a cool name. And that's a cool last name.
Jet
Yeah.
black. That is a cool name.
Carbon black.
Cool. Okay.
Coal.
I like these
Coal.
names.
Jet and coal. Woohoo.
Yeah. Yeah, I love these names.
Yeah. I win.
You do.
You do. You would.
Jet.
Jet and
black.
coal. I actually like. I'm gonna write that. I actually don't want kids, so it doesn't make sense. But jet and coal are.
But write it down just in case.
Yeah,
just in case a
just in
bee
case.
visits you on your windowsill.
Yeah.
Put on a sticky note.
I'm gonna name my boobies Jet and Coal.
Cool.
My labia. Maria's face.
This is from Web Crawlers.
Oh wait.
Amber from Oregon. I'm the one that called in about the reoccurring dream with my brother and not being able to open my eyes. It's so weird to hear my voice on the show. Like, here. But you
Tell
guys
me about
wanted
it.
me to call back and tell you how it made me feel. So I figured I'd do that. I'm on my way to work right now.
I would ask that
So
question.
Yeah, that sounds like an alley question.
Honestly, when the dream was happening before, like, it kind of wrapped up at the end, I felt really, like, panicked when I woke up. Like, it made me feel like I really needed to open my eyes, you know? It was like, why can't I do this? And it would make me feel really panicked, like, almost like a panic attack. And when I woke up, like, I always remember, like, my heart was beating really fast, and it just was, like, dread, you know? And then at the end of it, like, when I did open my eyes, like,
the only thing I really felt like was calm, I guess, is a good word for it, and like happy because I got to see my brother, and it honestly felt like I had spent time with him, and like it was really cool to see him, like, because in the dream, like, he was older and he looked so happy, and like his skin was just like, I don't even know how to explain it. He was just not himself, the way that he was so depressed, and like in his life he was, he was under so much stress. He just looked carefree, and I guess the best feeling, like, to describe the feeling is love, like, I love him and I miss him, like, seriously. So yeah, that's that. Love you guys' show, of course. I am still binging. I think I'm about halfway through all the old episodes. Love you guys. La, la, la.
If I'm correct, I think, and I could be wrong, I don't fully remember her voicemail before, but I think her brother had committed suicide.
I think so, yeah.
And then she saw him in kind of like a sleep paralysis dream.
I think that's, correct.
Imagine the initial shock was probably, or the initial stress or shock was that feeling of not being able to get up. But in my opinion, it was probably like a visitation of just knowing, like, in the afterlife, everything's fine. Like, he's removed of any like burdens that he had in this lifetime, and just like a reminder that he is doing okay, and that like any anxieties or depression that he had in this world like did not carry on to the next, and that can be just like a relief for you as well.
Agreed. Okay, next message.
Hi, this is Mallory for the Web Crawlers. I just heard you guys talking about doing possibly an episode for American Girl Dolls. And I know you guys did a controversial toys, like weird sex things about toys a while back. But I don't think you mentioned LOL dolls. So I was wondering if you guys would do an episode about LOL dolls. There's a lot of weird things about them, including that the male LOL dolls have genitalia. So I don't think that's been mentioned by you guys, but that's always something that's really disturbed me. My daughter really wants LOL dolls, and I'm not feeling it for her. Anyway, so I thought that would be a cool episode. All right, bye.
I've never heard of LOL dolls.
Me either. LOL doll.
It says here, according to one parent who called out the brand on Facebook, several boy versions of the dolls were deemed inappropriate and obscene for small children, especially girls, as they are anatomically correct with no warning on the packages.
Oh, meaning that they got like life-size dongs?
Oh, weird. There's a picture.
Oh, wow. They
There
have
is?
like a nutsack.
Yeah.
Wait, let me see. Somebody show me.
Show me that doll nutsack.
That's gross.
Oh my God. It even has like a urethra. Like it has like a...
Ew.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me...
just
Wait, where? Please, someone show me. I'm so blind.
Maria is gagging for this picture.
Ew.
Ew.
But you know what's weird is that kind of looks like a vagina with balls.
This is horrific. What are they? Are they out of their minds?
That's crazy. Why would you do that?
And the girl has a little hole.
Oh my God. What in God's name is going on here?
I mean,
What? Can you imagine being a parent and like playing with your kid and then being like, I'm going to change outfits, and then being like, what?
Okay, but here's the thing. My question is, why is this bad? People have penises and vaginas. Like, why are we pretending
but
that they don't?
what age is this for, though?
Yeah.
But like, you're not born without a penis and vagina, and then once you're like 6, you get one.
That's
like, why are we
true.
pretending that like, if these dolls are representative of like humans, like why are we pretending? Like, it'd be weird, like if it was, I don't know, like I don't think you need like a teddy bear stuffed animal to have a dick, but like it's a human. Like let it have a wiener.
Sure, like an Oz
point.
gift. It's something you get at Oz.
Yeah.
It just looks weird.
I agree.
I guess my question would be, what is the point of having it? Because there is something about making that part of just a child, putting that in a child's brain for no, like there's something about learning about it, and there's another thing of like just like things that we have in our everyday. We're not looking at, and okay, I take this back now because I know Allie's going to get on me, but we're not looking at dicks every day.
Oh, what? You know? Like I am?
No, but I knew you were going to say something like, well, you're not, Maria, but I sure am. But I'm just saying, like, it seems like there's no place for it in just like play, in like, innocent play.
Because I mean, that doesn't mean that they have to play with it, but it's just like normalize the body. Like, yeah, like it's not like, I mean, maybe some toy, some people would undress it and get weird with it, but that's also a good chance for the parent to be like, hi, you know, that's actually not what we do with the dolls. And like when you're older, that might be what you do. But first you have to ask consent. Like, I don't know, like.
That's a good point.
Yeah, you do that in the classroom. And then you give them a Barbie or something that's got just kind of like a mask of a body, like a shell of a body.
Maria, you're like such a square.
No, I'm not. I'm a circle. I'm a circle.
No, I'm like, here, let me tell you, I am pro dolls with genitalia. I think like normalize regular body parts early. Granted, earlier I said wee wee and pee pee before we started recording, but like normalize kids saying penis and vagina, like just like make body parts normal. And then I think like we won't get so weird about it once we become like horny teenagers. Like just
that's a good point. That's a good point.
I see sides. I see both sides of
it. I see how it can be very jarring.
It is jarring. Kid. Like I don't like how it looks. I have some notes.
It looks weird.
And then some people are saying they come with secret lingerie too.
Okay, well I don't agree with.
That's not okay.
Why? You don't want to teach your kid about the lingerie on the dolls?
That I don't agree with. That I use for teddy bears.
Yeah. Save that for the teddy bears.
Save that for Mr. Teddy wears a teddy.
Oh boy.
Oh God.
Hi, this message is for the web crawlers. This is Stephanie in New Orleans. This is my third time calling. I get really anxious about the length of the voicemail, so I feel like I start speeding up. But I have to realize that it's not the end of the world and I can always call back. But I wanted to give you guys a part two. I had told you about Zach and Addie. The story where he killed her and cooked her. Well, I wanted to clarify first. You guys were wondering why he cooked her, and I forgot who, but one of you guys said it was to cover the smell, like using spices to cook her, and 100% yes. But also, he thought that cooking her would make it easier to get her, like, for lack of a better word, meat off of her bones. But I told you guys also there was a part two, and I forgot her last name, but Addie had a friend named Margaret, and I should explain, they're like French quarter folk. It's a thing, kind of like grungy and like to drink a lot and like super nice, but like, you know, rough backstories, a lot of people, but very nice. But anyway, so, well, not all nice. She was the narrator in the documentary about Zach and Addie. She was like the main person they were talking to, you know, like they would cut to like just interviews with her. But anyway, there's a point in it where she's like, I just can't imagine like dismembering somebody. That's insane. And like, I don't think, you know, I would not disagree with that. That's insane. But a few years later, her boyfriend and her were arrested because they murdered a dancer who they had either invited her home for like a threesome or I think a private party. Regardless, you know, she was getting paid and she was a young mom. She was early 20s and she needed the money. But they murdered her and they cut her into pieces and threw her body, I think, into the Mississippi River.
Oh, God.
And so that's insane. She went to, I think prison for that. And so did she. But anyway, this actually relates to the second thing I was going to say, which is, so I'm in New Orleans, as I said, and Do you guys remember? I was about to say Fred Durst, but Robert Durst, who...
Okay, there's a part 2.
Hi, this message is for the web crawlers. This is Stephanie in New Orleans, part 2. So, Robert Durst, they did the special on him, The Jinx, on HBO. And anyway, so this was back in 2014 or 2015. Anyway, I was living on this street, Magazine Street in New Orleans, which is like one of the main streets. It has restaurants and stores and whatever. Also parades. So they have a like Irish, the St. Patrick's Day parade, and it used to go right in front of my apartment building. And I was leaving one day. I was leaving that day. St. Patrick's Day parade was right outside, and I swear I saw Robert Durst. I saw his face, and then he disappeared into the crowd.
Oh my God.
There's no way. You've been watching The Jinx. I think he was missing at the time, and they were looking for him. So I was like, "There's no way."
No way.
But I think the next few days, it came out that he was in New Orleans that day. They found him at the Sheraton Hotel, and he had a bunch of weed and cash in his room.
Hell yeah, baby.
So
Hell
it
yeah.
could have been, the tip-off for Robert Durst, because I'm pretty damn positive that was him.
Wow.
Anyway, thanks. Hope you guys are having a good day. Bye.
Dang, Robert Durst
That's
spotting.
crazy.
Crazy.
Beverly Thrills.
Beverly Thrills. Okay, next message.
Hi, this is for the web crawlers. My name is Talia, and I am from Israel, actually.
Hi.
And I have such phone anxiety, so I'm going to ramble fast and get it over with. I'm a long-time listener, first-time caller, like many others. I know you are backed up with many messages that I don't know if you're even going to hear this, but I hope you will. So I'm going to tell you a little story about a synchronicity / glitch in whatever the fuck. We were, this was years ago, we were on a road trip, a family road trip, all the kids, and we had a station wagon with a CD player, and we listened to the Best of Queen album. And the track that was playing was Somebody to Love. My mom decided to switch to FM radio. So she pressed on it, on the button, and the radio started playing the exact same song from the exact same spot. Insane.
That's
and we thought it was a
crazy.
glitch in the radio, if something was fucked up. So we tried switching it again, turning off the radio, turning it on again, and it just played the same song from the same exact second. It didn't hear, it didn't listen, it didn't, what? It didn't even sound like she switched to regular radio.
Change the channel. That's
was,
crazy.
Insane.
Pretty sick. And also, I wanted to tell all the people that have a problem with Allie's voice or Melissa's voice or Maria's voice or Jeb or anything.
Yeah.
Who the fuck asked you? What asked you? Shut up.
Yeah, I love her. Shut up.
Thank you all very much. And
Shut
thanks
up.
for doing this podcast.
Shut up.
And
Yes, shut up.
A song to end it off. I just called to say
Ooh.
I love you.
Yes.
Wow.
I just called to
Yes.
say how much I care.
Dang, sing
Yes,
it.
Ooh.
I do. I just called
Yes.
to say I love you.
Oh my God.
Damn, girl.
I mean it from the bottom of my heart. Bye, y'all.
You're going to Hollywood.
Yeah. That's a yes from
Pack
me.
your bags.
Yeah, pack your bags.
Yeah.
Dang,
I think you're a star.
That was good.
That's really good.
I want to get this on the record. I'm looking at that picture's now on our text chat.
I know, it's spread eagle.
And I'm completely against it. I just want to, there is no
you have an update?
way I am letting that thing in my house for a kid to play.
Yeah, I feel
there
like
is
we would
no
get banned from Instagram
way.
if we posted that.
Oh, for sure. I feel like I'd get on a watch list or arrested
There's
if you
no
buy
way.
that. I might be. You know what it is? The doll's too small to have genitalia.
That's what it is.
It's not even genitalia. There's balls in a hole.
Yeah.
balls in a hole.
It's just balls. Yeah, the doll has balls and nothing else. It's weird.
No, it has a little hole.
I know. It's just weird.
I guess it's to show both. I'm not. It's not. You're not. It's not coming into my house.
Not in my
Not
house.
coming into yours.
not in my house.
Not in my house.
Not in my house, Satan. Not in my house, Satan.
Not today, Satan.
No balls in my
next
house.
message.
Hi, this message is for the web crawlers. This is Sam. Hi guys, how you doing?
Hi.
How you doing?
Hey.
Been
How you
listening to
doing?
the podcast for such a long time. I love you guys so much. You get me through all these days that we've had. But I was listening to your most recent episode about the UFO in 60 Minutes. Right at the very beginning, Maria was talking about a fly, and Allie just goes, "Oh, there was once an old lady who swallowed a fly, and perhaps she'll die." I was literally just having this conversation with my mom the other day because my cousin just had a baby. So we're buying baby books and all that stuff. She goes into the store. They changed how that book goes.
What?
Because apparently people were scared of scaring children. I'm not really sure. But now we don't know why. I'm sorry if this is chaotic. I love you guys so much. Have a good day.
We
What's
don't
it
know
say
why.
now?
Oh, they took out "perhaps she'll die" at the end of it. Is that what she's saying?
Oh, because kids were afraid if they'd swallow a fly, they'd die.
I mean,
it makes
Sure.
sense, I guess.
understandable.
But were they so afraid that they couldn't go on with their lives, or were they just afraid enough where they thought to themselves, maybe
I shouldn't
I should
do
shut
that.
my mouth?
Yeah.
Maybe I should shut my
I
mouth
should
so a fly
shut my
isn't
mouth.
flying.
Perhaps she'll
Good question.
die.
Yeah.
Hey, web crawlers. This is Anna, and I'm so sorry. I know you guys are like super backed up on voicemail, so
We
I'll
like
make
it.
short. But I just last night I had a dream because I just listened to the Maria is so cute episode. Which I totally agree,
Aw.
Maria. You're freaking adorable. I love you. Anyway,
Thank you.
I had a dream that Allie came up to me and she's like, "Dude, you know Maria is so cute, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And then, like, Maria was there, and she had, like, 4 or 5 buns in her hair. I don't know what that means. Allie, also, you're freaking gorgeous.
Oh, thank you.
I love you all. Anyway, yeah, that's it. Bye.
Wow.
I'm not gorgeous. It's just angles and the app prequel.
Here's the next message.
Hi, this is Jenny. I'm calling for the web crawlers. I was listening to the last mini episode, and I wanted to talk about how Allie's old landlord has like 5 possums.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm glad that there's someone out there who loves possums as much, well, more than I do, probably, because I'm up in Oregon, and I always find like little baby possums and stuff, and you have to leave them alone in case like their mother comes back or whatever. But the sad part is like sometimes you'll see like little possums dead in the road, and I don't know, hearing about it was like, oh, he has 5 possums. Also, he says he goes through Jurassic Park. I really don't believe it.
Oh, yeah.
But anyway,
For
you
sure
guys
not.
have a great podcast. All right, bye.
I love possums. I love baby possums. I
You do
all
love
sorts of
possums.
We're a pro possum.
We are. We're sponsored by possums.
Sponsored by possums. Podcast.
Yeah.
Podcast.
A podcast.
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 That's the last one.
All right, guys. Well, keep your voicemails coming. We love them so much. We hope that everyone had a happy and safe Independence Day. We love you all so much. Again, sorry I said that twice. We're all a little out of it today. It's like very hot. We were all up late last night. Anyways, I am Allie Siegel.
I am Melissa Stetton.
And I, producer Maria.
Bye.
Bye.
Studios original.
Powered by Acast.